one and only Markus Dunk, remote closer killer in Mexico. What is up, brother?
What is up, Riley? Good to see you. Thanks for having me. Excited for this.
Yeah, love to see more and more guys unlocking this freedom doing this. I already went through these slides, and there are some pro tips, guys, that I have not even talked about yet.
I know there are a lot of you out there who trying to get in the game of remote closing, trying to make it work. So Riley convinced me literally to share here something more from inside of our mentoring program to help you guys out there, okay? So today we're going to be talking about these 5 proven methods to land closing opportunities from anywhere. Before we go into that, actually, question, like how many gigs do you need to hit that 6-figure income? Like how many gigs do you really need? Gigs meaning opportunities, working with like an influencer, business owner.
Yeah, well, obviously many guys are doing 10K plus on just one offer, so I guess one.
It's just one offer at the end of the day. If you're just starting out and you can do 2 offers if you want, but what I always recommend is just focus on one, get really good at it, one niche, one industry. Yeah, so you literally just need one offer. And it's the way how I look at it, it's called basketball, Markus Dunk. So let's talk about dunking here.
The dunk master.
So the way how I see it is literally this. If we would go out there on the basketball field right now, and you would only have to score one time, and you can take literally as many hits as you want. We just need one good opportunity. That's all that you need. Like just one, not 2, not 3, not 4, one. And yeah, it is really easier than most of you think. But at the same time, I also, and we're going to go into that, if someone is asking me, and I get that as well a lot on Instagram messages, hey, how do I find my first closing opportunity?
Yeah.
I have the skills. I'm a good closer, but how do I find my first opportunity? And then the first question that I always have is, okay, if you're such a good closer already, if you're so good already, like why is it so hard for you to close someone on working with you? Because good closers, they have all their hands full of opportunity. They're drowning in opportunities, literally. If you look at all the successful clients in my mentoring program, they're all drowning in opportunities. They don't even know, like it's a luxury problem, right? But anyways, you just need one opportunity at the end of the day to hit that 6-figure income, and there's no limit in how many shots you can take. So it's a little bit like basketball.
Awesome.
Then, and I mentioned that before, in the beginning, don't focus that much on getting into the first closing opportunity. Focus on getting good at the skill first, on understand how is the conversation structured, how does the sales call work, how does the closing call work, because your income is in direct correlation with your skill to close deals. It is literally in the direct correlation. If you just focus on getting better and getting better at the skill, and then you apply some of the strategies that we were going to go over, you create opportunities for yourself to talk to these business owners. And then once you have them on the phone, again, if your skill is good, it's very easy for you to close them on at least giving you a chance of working with you. Yeah, this is what I mentioned before. So good closers, they don't really have the problem of getting into a remote closing position because they know how to close a deal. They know how to get attention from business owners. They know how to do follow-ups. So what I want to do here right now, if you're watching this, give yourself a reality check. Like rate your closing skill from 1 to 10. Like how good are you really? And if you're now someone who has been 10 years in sales in the traditional world, do you understand the difference between closing and sales?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference as well, especially nowadays, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was making that note. Even corporate guys, like it's almost a completely different ball game. Like this type of closing, high ticket closing, and especially B2B sales, where the sales cycle is weeks, if not months long. You're building the relationship. It's a totally different type of communication style versus this, where it's like it's a one call deal. You're collecting the first payment right then and there.
Yes, absolutely. Also, what I want to add there, closing, the way how I look at it, it's like the modern day sales. It's really more that instead of you addressing someone directly and you tell someone, hey, you need this, or you have this problem, or you need to fix this, you want to ask just the question to help that person come to their own conclusion. So you almost like guiding them. And your prospect is the best closer in the world. So we want to have them close themselves compared to just traditional sales. So it's like futures and benefits, right? Hey, look at this. So this can we so like, look at this cup. It's so great.
You're not saying why this is the best thing ever. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's not about that. So that's the difference between closing and sales. When you talk to influencers, coming back to the topic, it's the same. Okay. Some of you think, or maybe you think right now, when you're on a call with an influencer, you need to shine with your experience. You need to shine. Hey, I've done so much in sales. I've done this, I've done that. And you need to convince them and sell them on working with you, when actually the opposite is true, right? You want to ask questions about their business. What's their marketing budget? Do you do organic or do you also run ads? Like, where's the majority of your clients coming from? How many closes do you have on your team? What are your offers look like? So all of these questions, if you ask them, some of these business owners, they don't even know. And they were like, oh, damn, like, I should have my stuff together. I should know my numbers better. So it's a reality check for them as well. And then one example that I love to give, it's a little bit graphic, but just imagine this, okay? There are two people in a car, let's say husband and wife, they're driving, and then an accident happens, and then let's say they both get driven into the hospital. The husband gets like emergency surgery, okay? The wife is totally fine. And then the doctor comes to see the wife. And if the wife asks the doctor, just, oh my God, how's my husband, blah, 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 he will probably talk a lot different to her than if she would have a medicine background and would ask, oh, what happened with his neurological, and she gives you some medical terms, right? The doctor would completely different talk to the wife, okay? Or the doctor would see the wife almost, oh, okay, she's one of us. She understands the language. So it's the same if you jump on a call with a business owner, or with Riley here, for example, and you ask him about, hey, what's your closing rate? You know, what's your ad spend? Where's the traffic coming from? All of these questions. You will position yourself already as an authority, someone that knows what you're talking about. And now for everyone who's watching who doesn't have experience, the question of experience usually then doesn't even come up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just a very important point for you to understand.
Got it.
Let's see, next slide. What to sell? Yeah, I put that slide in here because the question is also very common. I get that a lot. What offers? What does it mean? What do I close? Like doors, or what is it? Yeah. So there's so much you can do. I think the biggest three niches is really health, wealth, relationships, because they're evergreen, meaning you will always have people on this planet who are interested in improving their health. You will always have people who are interested in getting better with their finances, their wealth, investments, making money, whatever, okay? You will always have people who want to have better relationships, dating, romantic relationships, friendships, social circle, all that stuff. Now, so as long as you target, and there are thousands of sub-niches below health, wealth, relationships, but pick one. If you say, I like all of them, which one do you like the least? Yeah, and then take it from there. Also, B2B and B2C. So business to business, and like you already said, Riley, you have a longer sales cycle. Okay, it could be sometimes a month. Now, lots of email back and forth, stuff like that. You have higher ticket deals, you get bigger commissions, but the sales cycle is longer. You could also go into B2C, which I prefer, where you're directly selling to the consumer, and you have shorter sales cycle, the ticket size is a little bit lower. It could be anywhere between 5, 10, 15K, even up, right? B2B, 100K, 150K, 200K, like bigger deals, they take longer time, but you make a bigger commission, right? So I love B2C, it's fast, but you can connect with that person in a call a lot deeper than if it would be a manager of a big company. So you can have I like these conversations more where you can really go deep into someone's situation.
Yeah.
But so it could be mentorings, it could be online programs, courses, done for you offers, business in a box, Amazon FBA courses, okay, Amazon FBA automation programs, stuff like that. You could also do retail offline, go into a luxury watch store, okay? In the beginning, when you just get in the game, you've never done sales before, the very first goal is just get into a position where you do sales, where you do closing, where you have touch points, as fast as possible, like ideally online. But if you have in a city, if you don't have a job, you're somewhere, like get a sales job, somewhere in retail. You will learn so much in that just by being there, right? And they also pay you to learn. And yeah, that's what I would
door to door. I did door to door hustling in college, and then also there's tons of cold calling remote opportunities. I've been looking around, and every company is down to hire you as a cold caller. So if you're new, you can start doing that, get put into the fire. You're going to learn, talk to a million people. My buddy Colton, he lives out here in Thailand/Vietnam, got started as a cold caller for some sort of like insurance thing, company in Australia, already proved himself, and now they're setting him up as a closer within the first month.
Yeah. So it's literally just you proving your place to be there. So you make them an offer, so to speak. It's hard to refuse. Cold calling. You could even say, "Hey, don't even pay me." Again, I'm just hungry, right? And from there, you earn your right to level up. Absolutely. So what to sell? Yeah, again, it's pretty much endless. You could do, as long as it's high ticket and you can do it remotely.
Yep.
We had people doing the charter, like luxury or renter, what is it called? A camper van. Others. So I never heard of that before. So as long as there's a transaction that you can do in Zoom or on the phone and it's a high ticket, you're ready to go. You're good to go. And on the next slides, we also go into how exactly you can go about finding those.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, how to get into top opportunities fast. So this is very important and something that you also just mentioned when you're just getting started. When you get into an opportunity, you get the opportunity, someone gives you the chance, you make sure that you stand out. Be engaged. If they onboard you to Slack or to their internal company office or virtual office, be engaged. Comment, ask questions, help out. They will test you. Okay, they might put you in a situation just to see how you react. Or they tell you, hey, call all of these numbers in one day, and you know exactly, for example, if you do cold calling, it's almost impossible to do that. It's just a test. They just give you more to see how you react under stress. Now, go the extra mile. Now, I give you your very best, and also this is like a bonus thing. Treat it like it's your own business, especially if you're a closer, if you're in sales. Don't just be like, oh, I'm just doing the sales part. No, treat it like your own business. Where can you improve? Where can you add value? Where can you give suggestions also to the business owner to make the process more smooth? Now, treat it like your own business.
Makes sense.
Another thing there as well, oftentimes what I see now as well is that business owners, they're really looking more that you're a good culture fit for a team, and it's not just the skills. So when I said earlier, don't come onto the call and, oh yeah, I'm such a good closer and blah, blah, blah. They don't care. Make it about them, not about you. So you ask them the questions once you have them on the phone. You do in a regular closing call as well. It's the same. There are a few things different, but basically it's the same. Same with dating. Need is creepy. I put you this thing up with the guy on the knees. Please let me close deals for you. I need the money and I need more experience. That shouldn't be you. It's just super creepy. Same with girls, same with dating. It's very related. So don't be needy, don't be creepy. Absolutely will backfire.
Yeah.
Now, also when you do the videos, okay, if you do like a video outreach, don't be like super needy in your video. Please,
I need a job. Please, please let me work with you. Yeah, don't do something like that.
No. If you reframe it, for example, let's say you are already on an opportunity. Maybe it's not the ideal opportunity. Maybe it's like a cold calling opportunity. Some opportunity is better than no opportunity. Once you are on that some opportunity, let's call it that way, you could then just leverage that. And when you do your outreach, you contact business owners, you're in chats or talks with business owners, it's you're looking for a better opportunity. It's not like your first one. So it's a completely different frame how you're approaching it. And then the concept hunting versus farming, I took that in because I do believe this is very important. If you're watching this right now, you just get in the game, most likely you're on this side of the slide. So you're hunting for your first opportunity, you're reaching out to people, you're contacting, you're sending out videos, applications, whatever that might be. So you're hunting every day for that one opportunity. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You will definitely get results. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. That's how I look at it, if you're a good closer. But this side here with farming on the right, this is something that you can do at the same time. So how does that look like? With farming, it is you nurturing the relationships. Let's say there's a business owner that you would like to work with. That's you being active in their community. That's you stepping it up. That is you sharing. That is you posting. Because then guess what? When that business owner needs a closer, you're top of mind. If they then casually checked out your Facebook profile or your Instagram profile already before and they see that you're a closer, they will have you top of mind. That's exactly how I just started working with one of my new closers. I hired him directly out of our community. He was top of mind directly, and it was a no-brainer for me. And now he's part of my team.
Awesome.
So this farming, it takes longer, but it never really should stop, because there's always more context that you could have. If you're in the circle and you're with other people who are doing the same, who are closing, who are in the game, then something happens that we have a lot in our community, where it's just there's so many opportunities because the top guys, they have so many offers, and then they just share that inside of our internal community of our mentoring program. And then it is very easy just for everyone else who's in a community to just apply, because these are these types of opportunity that you usually don't see online, right?
Yeah, just post it anywhere in a job post.
Yeah, it's all under the table, basically, just via network. So hunting versus farming, understand the difference of the two. So this one takes a lot longer, but it's a lot more powerful, a lot smoother. This one is, harder, of course. It's a numbers game, but you can do them at the same time. It's very important. It's what I would suggest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's actually get into the method. So this was just to pre-frame everything a little bit for you. So here are 5 methods. So your network. So not your network, but your network's network. So leverage your contacts and approach possible partners with a video, for example. I remember perfectly when I got started that I found Jonas over an interview that you had on the channel, right? So I reached out to Jonas, but I leveraged your name, right? So it's a lot easier if you know someone who knows someone, or if you leverage the network of your network. Now, just think about who might know some online business owners. Maybe they have a podcast like you, Riley, or I don't know. Just think about that. Usually because you then have someone over that one person, you can just leverage their name, and it's an easier way in for you to just say, oh, cool, yeah, let me just hop on a call with them.
Got it. Makes total sense.
All right. Then method 2, advertisements. And that's something that's super underestimated. Usually when we see ads, we're like annoyed by it. We're like, ad blocker, or we don't want to see it. I would suggest you get rid of your ad blocker. And when you're on Facebook, when you're on Instagram or YouTube, have an eye out for any advertisements from online marketers, owners, agencies, whatever, whoever is targeting you. Usually that means you have some type of interest in it, because that's why they're targeting you. And every one of you knows how they look like. Here, like these Facebook ads, these are all the screenshots. Like I said, I just literally grabbed some slides to demonstrate that. But this is how they look like. So whenever there is, for example, here, Kevin David with his Amazon program, I don't even know if he's still doing that. But these are the types of ads that you will see, and then you can research them, right? You can go in there, you can see, hey, what does their funnel look like? Are they using phone closers, a high ticket funnel in place? Maybe there's some upsells. Research that, Google that. Maybe they have a YouTube channel, okay, Instagram. Double check all of these accounts and see if they have a strong brand where you like to be part of that team to close. And
then, so what would you do, for example, if it's like Kevin David? So would you just send a message on all platforms? Would you send him an email, send him a Facebook message, send him an Instagram message? And is a personalized video message always the best way to get their attention, or?
Yeah, KD, he's pretty big. So generally speaking, there are multiple ways on how you can go about it. I think it's not impossible to find out who Kevin David's sales manager might be.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Kevin David's sales manager get a lot of Instagram DMs? I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't think so. So that's something that you could think about.
Maybe look on LinkedIn and try to figure out who his sales manager is.
What's that?
Go on LinkedIn, do some research, and try to find out who's his sales manager.
Yeah, or just not necessarily just maybe another close in the team. It could be anyone who doesn't get as much messages as he does.
But directly to the Kevin David page, your DM is probably not going to get seen. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Right now, a lot of business owners, they also have team members inside of their inbox, so they're usually just processing the inbox for them.
But yeah,
get forwarded. So Instagram has pretty high DM opening rates. So I would still contact them there in a combination of a text that just explains the context. So he knows what to expect in a video that you send afterwards. If you just send a random video, he'll be like,
true. Good tip. Do I really want to watch this?
Yeah,
send
exactly.
both text message and video message.
Yeah, so just, hey KD, hey influencer name, record this quick video for you. I would love to become part of your team. And then you have the video. Now, you could put the video directly into the chat so they can just click it, makes it easy for them. Something that I also share with my students is you could also use like a link tracker, like a rebrandly link or something like that, because then you can actually see and get notified when someone clicks on it and how many people clicked on it. So if you see only one person clicked on it, someone opened it, but if like 4, 5, 6 people clicked on it, okay, probably they shared that and they're getting, like something's going on, right? It helps you to get a pulse on that process. And
or a Loom video, you can see the number of views.
Perfect.
And then in that case, you would be recording a templatized video so you can send it to multiple people. And that's what I was just telling some guys, like you don't necessarily need to say their name if you're going for a big blast approach. Or
I get that question a lot.
Okay.
I would never do just a general video, like a standardized video that I record once and then send it out to everyone.
Okay.
Because then you will just be like everyone. So if you're really serious about it, if you really, and I'm not going to go into too much detail on what exactly you say in the video, that will be a little bit too long right now. But if you really want to work with that person, if you really want to become part of their team, like at least don't be lazy and have a generalized video, like address them with their direct name, go the extra mile. Okay, I'm not going to go back to that slide.
Yeah, that's it. I thought it makes sense, especially these big guys. Yeah.
You will just stand out already, okay? If it's a generalized video, they're like, watching, oh, hey there, I love what you do. They're like, oh my God, next. You have like 1, 2, or 3 seconds.
Yeah, and don't say, I love what you do if you're saying that. And I get that message a lot. And I actually said that in the video. And I go, if you say, and we all get cold messages from companies. It annoys me when companies say, hey, I love what you're doing at Amazing Marketing Co. This is obviously a cold email script. Don't start it off with some fake BS. You don't know. You're not a fan of me.
Yeah.
Don't lie in the beginning.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Absolutely. No? Yeah, that's just something to really keep in mind. Method 3, live events. Okay. Actually, there's the picture of us here. Do you remember?
Hey, want to close for me? Living that life, baby.
Living that life. So go to live events, meet people in person, chat with them. All right. There are tons of business owners usually go to online marketing, digital marketing events. I put here funnel hacking just as an example for you guys. 10x Growth Conference, like very popular ones. Go out there, talk to people, and talk to them on these events because they will be there for 1, 2, 3 days. So there's a lot of time for you to figure out how their sales process works. And again, make it about them. Don't make it about you. Don't go up there and say, oh, hey, I'm a closer. No. Oh, hey, what do you guys do? Be curious about them. Oh, cool. I'm actually in sales. Like, how does your process work? How do you do? Be curious about that and see how you can add value, how you can ask challenging questions and connect that way. And don't make it like first day of the event, I need to close it right there. Maybe you have a second touch point, another day, right? So you smoothen it out a little bit. So live events, super underestimated. I think that's very powerful. Method 4, just regular job portal sites. Okay, this is Craigslist, Monster, Indeed. Here, you will find posts about just sales jobs and again, just get into sales as fast as possible if you really want to do it, ideally remotely. But even if there's a job close by in your city, just get in the game as fast as you can if you can get to it, if you can get in.
Yeah.
Method 5, 2 Comma Club award winners. So you might have seen those. You might have one if you're watching this. You might not. You might aiming to get one, but you might have seen them somewhere over the internet. From ClickFunnels, the 2 Comma Club awards. So this award is given to you once you do 1 million with one funnel from ClickFunnels. I think it's $1 million profit. So whenever you see business owners, and they're usually flexing those on social media, right, on the Instagram, you know that they have something going already. right? They're successful, they have the funnel in place. Most likely it's going to be high ticket. So they most likely going to work with closers on the phone, on Zoom. Look out for that. And also there is a list somewhere online. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I don't have it here. There's a list where you can look up the names of the influencers.
Yeah.
So you can work your way backwards, right?
Yeah, John Penberthy, I know who that is. And if you don't know, you could probably ask ChatGPT, it'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a list of, maybe. So yeah, and then I have one bonus. Riley told me everyone on his channel loves bonuses.
Bonus?
A little bonus here as well. So think about the online businesses that you know or where you already bought from in the past. So who are you a customer? Maybe you're already in some type of a high ticket program that you invested in, I don't know, fitness or dating or whatever that might be. Some of you are already part of these high level communities where you have a high ticket offer and you get a higher level solution to the problem that you're having. If not, maybe you're thinking about purchasing someone or joining some type of high level program. Again, if you do that, you get the access to the program, but also get a chance to actually stand out in that community and network and approach the business owner a lot easier if you're a customer, if you're a client from them. It's a lot easier to close them on working with you, or just to contact them and have the video or the outreach or whatever you sent them seen. You know?
Yeah, you've already been through it, you know it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is something that if you really go back and think about what have you purchased in the past, some of you for sure will find something where it's, okay, I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to learn more, I put a free training together. You can just go on remoteclosermentoring.com and then you can get access to that free training to learn a bit more about how the remote closing works, et cetera, et cetera. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Any questions or anything else that we can go over here?
That was it, guys. You heard it right there. You're asking Marcus. You're asking me in the Instagram DMs and in the comments, where can I go out there and look for gigs? It's right here. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. But of course, as he said at the beginning, some of you, a lot of you, need that reality check in the beginning, unless you're already a fire closer, because you're skipping a step. And so listen to what Marcus said at the beginning. Make sure your skills are on point first, because you're just wasting your time if you're not dialed in. And while learning the closing skills is also learning the outreach and job getting skills, because closing skills, sales skills, is just communication skills, and getting a job through cold outreach is just good communication skills. So it goes hand in hand. So one step at a time, guys. That being said, as we mentioned, plenty of cold calling opportunities. There's plenty of appointment setting opportunities out there, job boards, Upwork, groups, all of that. And you can work your way up. So it's right there, guys. It's right there. If you want to go do it, ain't nothing to it but to take action, get on that horse, and get out here to Thailand or Mexico and join Marcus or myself's next meetup.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also, for example, let's say you haven't really put in the reps, or you're not really that secure on the phone, but you still want to get into that first position. If you implement like some of these strategies, these methods, and let's say you do end up getting the opportunity to jump on a call with someone like Riley, right? Or another business owner or whatever, someone who needs closers. And then you have that appointment in your calendar, and you have that call come up. If you don't know how to close, how likely are your chances going to be that you end up working together?
Yeah.
That you're going to close that business owner. So you're just burning through opportunities compared to if you put in the reps, you have a group of other people around you who pursuing that similar, who want to put in the reps as well. And then you can literally practice everything. Normal closing calls, influencer closing calls. Let's imagine you have an influencer closing call coming up, an influencer call for business owner to join a team as a closer. You can practice that through if you have a little gang around you of people who kind of working into the same direction, right?
Yeah. That's a whole nother step we didn't even talk about, is the interview process. You have to, there's whole other YouTube, whole other courses there's courses about taking interviews. I've seen like online courses about improving your interview skills to land like dream jobs. Yeah. And that's part of, I'm guessing, what you do inside of your guys' mentoring.
Oh, dude, we have so much material on this. Again, this is just, I had to compress so much together. But we have literally live recordings of students talking with influencers, good examples, bad examples. This is how you do it. This is how you not do it. We give you frameworks that, the structure of the conversation. We have an entire Google Doc with questions, potential questions you can ask business owners. Again, the example that I mentioned with the hospital, so that they will not even bring up the question of you not having experience or something like that, just by the quality of questions that you're asking them, right? So there are a lot of hacks and shortcuts that you can take, but nothing goes around you putting in the reps and literally practicing that,
So you guys do obviously practice closing calls as well. Do you do practice like interview calls as well? Like
both, yes.
Oh, yeah, both.
We have every day of the week, we have a training in a mentoring program. And this is literally from mindset to general Q&A calls, influencer calls. So we have an entire call just about this, where we have students and they share what they're doing and what they're struggling with. And we making a plan and we're adjusting and helping them, guiding them through this entire process step by step. We have hot seat calls where we approve our students so they can get connected within my network faster. So every day of the week, there's the training that we have going on. Yeah. But it's almost like...
Yeah. So like a hot seat call, what is that? Is that like where they need to pass a test?
Yeah. So I basically have my internal team in their call, like literally my closers. And then we have someone who's coming on the hot seat or who's sitting on a hot seat, so to speak. So that's the closer. And then another student in the mentoring is the prospect or the influencer, right? And then we just role play a scenario, and my team, like my closers, they're able to approve you or just give you feedback and not approve you, so you can go next week, for example. And once you're approved, it will then be a lot faster for you to connect you. Now, I'm part of multiple masterminds, and it's always like they're reaching out, hey, I need more closers. So we now have an entire application form for people as well, for business owners who need closers, that they can fill out what niche they're in, and then we just mix and match them up with the best fit in the program, but only with students who basically are approved.
Yeah, you only want to send them good closers, of course.
Coming back to the good closer thing we talked at the beginning, you have to be good. Otherwise, what's the point?
Awesome. So practice calls, training, get approved by your team, then you're kind of on the roster to get connected as needs come in through you and your network, and that's how you plug your students into offers when they're ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop there. Once you're on your first offer, whether it's a beginning offer or a more advanced offer, we still gonna be there. So you can still come to the calls, right? You can bring your situation that you had or part of the call that you want us to review together. And this way your closing rate's gonna improve pretty fast. And if you double your closing rate, you're basically doubling your income as a closer, right? So the higher you can get this up, the more money you're gonna be making.
Yep. And it keeps improving. And then also, if better offers come in, then you're already plugged into that network to upgrade to a better offer.
Yeah. And it's always the same. The closers who are in good opportunities, they always coming across a bunch of more opportunities, people reaching out to them, and it is just how it is. But yeah, with the community, they can then share it, and everyone can basically benefit from it. And so it's really like an incubator almost.
Yep, that's the incubator effect. Awesome. You guys already know, get in touch with Markus and then remoteclosermentoring.com, the free training. And Markus, thanks for that. Let's maybe potentially do another one soon if this one gets some good response.
Absolutely, man. Sounds good, man. Thanks for having me. And I hope, if you're watching this, you learned something today, and now go and take action.
That's it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Dale.